Hi, in this video we're going to show you a free tool you could use in addition to Device Manager, or instead of a Device Manager in Windows, to manage your hardware. So here we have the typical Windows Device Manager app here, which hasn't changed in years. Then you could just expand your devices here. Then you could do things like right click on them, update drivers, uninstall drivers, scan for changes, check the properties, view various information like so. Then you have your view menus up here to view by different categories here, by connection, by container, by driver. Then you have some action menus and so on. All right, so the program we're going to be talking about today is called Device Rescue. So it's a free download, nothing to install. You just run the executable. And you'll see it has a similar looking interface here. And you could click on your devices and expand them. But this one has checkboxes, so therefore you could act on multiple devices at once. All right, so over at the right here, we have rescan. We have a view menu here. So you could show devices that are not present. So these are devices that have been disconnected. So let's say you had a USB adapter or your smartphone plugged in. They would show up here. So for example, these SanDisk USB devices and Bluetooth devices. And then also you could come up here and expand all groups. So if you want to see everything, then they have the status, the class, the manufacturer, driver date, driver version, service name, hardware ID, path, instance ID, like that. A lot of useful information. Then you could right click on a device, update the driver, disable, uninstall, uninstall and delete, reinstall, restart, scan for changes, check the properties, which will bring up the same dialog box that Device Manager brings up. And one nice feature is you could come here and just click on Google name and hardware ID, and it'll do a Google search for that device. Okay, then if you click on install, you could add a device. So if you want to add a new device, run the wizard. Update check devices, change check device drivers. If you have one on your computer, INF file, you could install it. Install drivers from folder, update drivers with their manager right here. So it actually went out and found updates for these devices, and then you could install these updates right from here. Then if you go to the dashboard here, you have some settings here. So if you want to disable the built-in Windows Automatic Updates and use their Windows Automatic Update Manager, you could do that. And there's some various modes here for how these devices are updated. You could also set some automatic updates as well. Then you have some advanced options here, as well as some update options here. Then if you click on Set State, you could enable or disable the checked items here, or restart checked items. Get info. If you want to do some more Googling, copy the hardware ID, device name, device properties. You could even search for devices. And you could even perform backups of certain items. So it's nice also because you could check multiple devices here and then uninstall them at once. I don't know how often you actually uninstall your hardware, but sometimes you might need to do that in case something's giving you a problem. All right, so as you can see, it's a fairly useful program. So if you're always messing with your hardware and you want to get a little more detailed information, you might want to check it out, especially since it's free and there's nothing to install, and you could still use the regular Device Manager as well. All right, so I will put a link in the description where you could download Device Rescue and you could try it out for yourself. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.